We are scholars. I follow my supervisor's instructions to stay above the line of opportunity. Did you know that the quadrants of engagement applies to things other than learning activities? Yep. You can be in any of these 4 quadrants for any activity that you are doing, not just learning activities. What we are going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at some different situations in which you can stay above the line of opportunity in the context of listening to your supervisor's instructions.
Morning. Come on in and sit down. Why aren't you sitting on the carpet? Straight away, at the front, come on, chop, 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 chop. Goodness gracious.
Which zone do you think Mr. Corrigan and I were in for following our supervisor's instructions? Why do you think that we didn't meet our teacher's expectations right away? I would say that Mr. Corrigan and I were both below the line of opportunity here, probably in the trying zone. I would say this because we did not make any effort to clarify what our teacher's expectation was when the instruction was not clear. We should already know what our expectations are for transitioning into our classrooms. Can you have a talk right now about what your transition expectation is, so that even if the instruction is not clear, you know exactly what you need to do?
Good morning. Can I get everybody to come inside nice and quickly and quietly and sensibly? We're going to be sitting on the floor in front of the whiteboard facing the front. Come on in. That is beautiful. Great job, guys.
Staying above the line of opportunity for this activity made it much easier for Miss Hundy to get on with her day and for us to get on with our learning because we followed the expectations for our transition and we followed our teacher's explicit instructions. Let's have a look now at what we need to do during eating times to meet our supervisor's instructions.
Alrighty guys, how's the bell for lunch? Hands up. We are waiting for everybody to put our hands up so that we can go to break, packing up our area. If we don't have our hands up, then we won't be able to transition out to play.
Who was their supervisor in this situation? Who's your supervisor usually when you are transitioning to play? Were Mr. Corrigan and Miss Sunblum above the line of opportunity for this activity? What would it have looked like if they were?
Alrighty guys, that was the bell, so we can go to lunch now. If we raise our hands, we'll be able to transition out to play. Awesome, thanks for putting your hands up, guys. Checking underneath the seat, see if there's any rubbish. No rubbish. No rubbish. You've got some. Awesome, can you pick that up for me and put it in the bin, Mr. Corrigan, before you go out? You can go, Miss Sunblum. Thank you so much for doing that right away and listening to those instructions.
Great work, guys. We could see here that they fixed up their behaviors, they raised their hand before transitioning to break, and they followed their teacher or teacher aide's instruction at all times throughout this video. They stepped above the line of opportunity for transitioning to play. We are heading into holidays, and we know that when you are not here, your supervisor is not going to be us. So let's have a look at these next videos and try to identify who the supervisor is and what the right course of action is in these different situations.
Mitchell, it's bedtime.
No, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, no, it's bedtime now.
5 more minutes.
No, it's bedtime now.
I'm staying up.
I've already given you a warning.
I am staying up.
Mitchell, it's
I am staying up and you can't do anything about it.
Who was Mitchell's supervisor in this situation? Did he stay above the line of opportunity for the activity that he was meant to be doing? When you're given this instruction by your supervisor, what should you do instead?
Mitchell, it's bedtime.
No, I don't want to go to bed.
No, you've got to go to bed now. We've got to go shopping in the morning, but if you go to bed tonight, tomorrow night you can stay up a little later.
Okay.
Which zone do you think Mitchell is in now for going to bed when he is asked? Do you think you guys can get to that stage as well? I'd love to see you doing that over the holidays so that you can keep yourselves healthy and safe by getting enough rest and meeting the expectations of your supervisor. We can see that Mitchell's supervisor, his mom, was asking him to go to bed on time. What are some other activities that your supervisor might ask you to do over your holidays, and how should you react to stay above the line of opportunity? Your challenge this week is to stay above the line of opportunity in every activity that you are doing by following your supervisor's instructions the first time they ask. Your challenge for the holidays is going to be to do the exact same thing, remembering that your supervisors on the holidays will be different from your supervisors at school. Best of luck. Have a good holiday.